There's been a lot of talk nationally about the rivalry and the trophy. Was it your intention to pass the trophy on following the game? And do you want to make any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. But, you know, at the same time, I'm like, trying to maintain my composure here. And I mean no offense, I don't read the articles. I don't read the bad articles, I read the good articles. Okay? Because I'm busy anyway, and I think it would only decelerate me. So I just don't do it. That's me. I get feedback, though, about the information, unfortunately. I wish I could insulate myself completely, but I can't. I really don't understand why the scrutiny would be on me, frankly. 2 years ago, better than 2 years ago, we go to conference meetings. So in that meeting, there's an agenda. So I go to that meeting, my agenda, so we were going to talk about, and we talk about it all the time. It's not anything new, and it's nothing that the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big Ten, everybody does the same thing. Go to the spring meetings, talk about your conference. We don't go at each other, we come together as a group. All the coaches. We noodle all different types of things. Maybe conference brand, conference exposure, conference intrigue. My agenda, so I research it, I think about it, I give things a lot of thought, I go to those things. I talked about rivals, the cities, marketing and branding the cities, rivals and trophy games. With 14 people, including myself. From there, I went and talked to exactly who I needed to talk to. Exactly who I needed to talk to. Here and there. About what my intention was. To add some intrigue, to add some excitement, to add some excitement to a game that otherwise would have no intrigue or excitement. Why would two teams that don't play each other, two teams that have nothing in common, two teams that have nothing to do with each other, with no history, UConn, South Florida, there's history there. Same conference. UConn, Cincinnati, there's history there. Same conference. UConn, Temple, geographically located. So it leaves two teams, East Carolina and Central Florida. Central Florida was the cream of the crop. Easy for me to say, hey, would you be interested in a trophy game? To add some intrigue, to add some interest, to add some true, fair, wonderful, intercollegiate, awesome energy. Yes. Now, if the yes was, hey, let's do lunch on Tuesday, I don't operate that way. If I tell you we're going to do lunch on Tuesday, I'm going to call you on Tuesday, and I'm going to expect you to be there. Now, I can understand why their university now, I got that. None of them were there. I got that. None of them were there. That's true. But I don't know how many articles you've written on the topic. How many articles have you written? How much copy and paper have you gotten? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it in a good way. How many articles has your publication written on this one topic? How about nationally? How many conversations nationally have been on this one topic, talking about two teams that would have no relevance otherwise, and an energy for the conference and conference conversation about intrigue? Nationally. In fact, I'd be interested. Has this gotten more copy and conversation than the championship game a year ago? So Houston played Navy in the championship game. Was it covered nationally as widely as our rivalry and our trophy game? So I don't really understand why it was a bad idea. I really don't. And I'm sorry to everyone that I had an idea. So what's your idea? How do we make these games relevant to our fans and followers? How do we add and make sure America understands that the American Conference is every bit as good as all these other leagues? What's your idea? So, yeah, clearly. They didn't go get it. Very disappointing to me. It seemed like a fun thing for kids and young people and young men. And it just seemed like a fun intercollegiate piece to a game. But apparently not. So I'm good on it. It's gone. I got other ideas too. So they send me my agenda. They want to talk about networks. I got all kinds of ideas on networks. Right? Let's target 6-year-olds to 16-year-olds. How about that? Eventually they're going to be 18 to 35. Let's broadcast our games on Nickelodeon. Who owns that? Viacom? I mean, come up, let's create some real intrigue. Let's create some real followership. And that's all I was trying to do. That's all I was trying, with love and respect and energy and thoughtfulness. I didn't make this, I didn't create this thing out of nowhere. Did I think of the idea? Yeah, I did. But this wasn't one-sided until they decided that it should be. And you know why that happened. I'm sure everybody could connect the dots on that one.